I mean, honestly, we all knew something was going to happen sooner or later, but Wyze, did you really think this is how you do it? Did you think this was okay? Hey, welcome back to the Gross Tech Show. My name is Josh, and today is, well, it's a bad day in my book for Wyze. Some things have happened, some things have been learned about, so we're going to talk about them. So we'll start the disappointment with the Wyze Max Drive. I'm sorry to say it's probably not going to happen. Most definitely, it's been delayed, as you can see by the tweet from Wyze themselves. Now, some people were saying that, oh, it means it's totally done, and I don't think it's totally done. I also emailed my contact at Wyze, and this is a response I got, basically saying that the company that they were working with isn't really working together very well. They've got other things that they need to get busy on, so they kind of just left. So they're looking for other companies to work with, but okay, so I'm not saying it's gone and done, and I mean, if you see this video of me being so excited about the Max Drive, I was really excited to see this thing at CES and everything that went into it. It felt like quarter one, quarter two was an easy release date, and yet I wouldn't even say it's in the back seat. I'd say it's in the back, like the trunk where the monkeys are. That's where the Max Drive now is, and I just don't know if we're going to see it. And while, yes, I understand that not all products come out to be real, and sometimes they try something and something doesn't happen. So, I mean, I'm not really totally disappointed with Wyze on this. It's not something like that. It's just sad to see that this isn't going to most likely come to happen. Some people ask me, well, why does it matter that the Max Drive doesn't work? We have RTSP, so we don't need the Max Drive to have to be out, because we've got RTSP. And that's a good segue, because here's the most disappointing thing for me in the company Wyze. So as you know, I love Wyze. I'll be the first to go up to bat for them and tell you how amazing their products are and try to show you how you can use them, not because I want you to buy them from me or anything, because I don't sell them, but because I think they're really amazing, and they are a company that does an amazing job for you and me, the customers. But I learned something with RTSP. So like I said, you saw the video up here, me showing you how to actually use it, how to set it up, and it really didn't make me think twice about installing it, putting it on the SD card, and getting the camera up and going with Wyze RTSP feature going until I started asking some questions. So see, what you did when you installed the RTSP firmware is you literally took the firmware, we'll say a secondary firmware from Wyze, and installed it on your camera, either the V2 or the Pan. Well, that meant that you're now not going to get all the updates for the main firmware. And let me tell you, there's some pretty cool updates coming all along the way for the Wyze Cam in the main firmware system. Now, some people are saying it's because there's not enough memory and stuff in the camera to have both the normal firmware and all the cool updates and everything that'll happen and have the RTSP. Some people are saying that, well, it's because we're very limited resource-wise at Wyze, and we can't have the RTSP be a part of the main firmware. Now, when I did all this, I guess I didn't read the fine print, and I'm guessing you didn't either. And to be honest, I think it was a little, I don't want to say shady, but dishonest to say, hey, this new feature is out, you can use it, all you got to do is follow these steps. Great, and you do it and everything, and then all of a sudden, why am I not getting this feature or that update? Now, we haven't had any updates or features since then that it would make any difference, but to be honest, this now means that this camera that you install RTSP on will not get any new updates, because the person that is doing the updates and features and everything for the main firmware will not be the one that does it for the RTSP firmware. So you have two firmwares, a main one and a secondary. I wouldn't call it a beta, but it's almost like a secondary firmware that, hey, we released it and who knows if we'll ever update it. And that's what I'm worried about. RTSP was not supposed to be a runoff, a secondary upgrade, a secondary option to be able to use. It was supposed to be a part of the main camera, part of the main features within Wyze. And when they did the update, it sounded, when they were saying, you know, RTSP feature available, it sounded that way. Well, sadly, that's not how it is. And I don't, how you did this, Wyze, I don't think was done very well, explained very well to us. And me being personally, me making that other video about how to install it and everything, and now all you people did it, well, now if you're like me, we've got to go back. I might keep it on one camera because I don't care about the motion tracking and triggering and all that stuff on, say, my nursery camera. But my other cameras, I want those other features. I want to be able to update it in the future. And well, I gotta eat my own words. I like RTSP. Thank you so much, Wyze, for doing it and making it. But I'm sorry how you did it. I'm sorry how you unveiled it and released it to where it's something that you are now stuck in that corner and you can't play with the rest of all the updates. I don't think that was great. I don't understand why you thought that was okay. To be honest, I really don't understand why you thought that would be okay to do it this way. So I want to apologize and say sorry for those of you that did what I did and installed and followed all the directions and got RTSP working. If you are one of those people like me that want to revert back to the old version of the firmware, you may want to keep one version on RTSP to be able to use RTSP, but you want your other cameras or you want all of them back to the old default firmware, go ahead and check out the link over here, the video here. It gives you a step-by-step instruction on how to go back, basically. Hey, I got you in the mess. I showed you step-by-step how to get into the mess. Let me show you step-by-step how to get out of it. My name's Josh. This has been Gross Tech. God bless you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.